Morning. Hello. I don't know if you can hear what's going on in my neighborhood, but it is quite loud outside right now. There's some work being done, and I have this strange little colic. They're doing some work down the street, I guess. My allergies are kicking up. Oh. All right. How's everybody? So right now I have a mess in front of me. Jeez. Oh, I can't wait till I have like a whole actual setup that's not require two different computers. Someday, we'll see. So a friend of mine from high school, her brother and his wife do a fundraiser in honor of their baby who passed away, and they donate blankets to the NICU and one of the Boston hospitals, I believe. I can't remember offhand. But I started this blanket with the notion of making it to donate as one of the blankets that they donate in their daughter's name. They called it the, I think it's called the Hazel Project. And I made this for the Hazel Project, but I ran out of yarn. I used up what I had and ran out of yarn. I ran out of this turquoise. I don't know if you can tell. This last row of turquoise is a different ball of yarn that I just had around. It was, I don't know, I kind of like it. So I'm going to do a few more rows of the white and then put a border around it. And hopefully I'm not too late getting it there for them to donate, because they donate on Hazel's birthday, which I believe October 12th is sticking in my head. And I could look it up on Facebook right now, and I don't feel like, because I would have to, it's a whole process. It looks really cool behind me, but my desk, I have 2 keyboards, 2 laptops, a monitor, and my phone, and it would just be a process to try to look up that little bit of information. So the Hazel Project is what this is for, and I am going to work very earnestly to get this. This is not the piece I want, to get this finished so that it can join the rest of the donations. And if not, I'll either hang out until next year or I'll send it on my own. I have to find, this is a new skein of yarn. We're just diving in today. And usually things go well. I can find the inner, no, that's not coming out that way. I can find the inner thing, the inner piece, the inside end. See, again with the coffee, it's my brain, and I'm just gonna screw this up. All right, I'm losing interest in trying to find this. I'll take the wrapper off. Jesus. Okay, well, that slid off. All right, let's see. I know there was a trick like pounding it and then it would come out. I don't know. I think that just made things more difficult for me. All right, this end is, though it would be much easier if I didn't unravel it from the outside. Ooh, that's satisfying. All right, so there's the middle. All the nasty guts of the middle. So once I use up like this, I'm going to join it to what I'm using now. It'll pull from the middle and then it'll be in one nice tight little package. So, what I'm going to do, bear with me here. Excuse me. Okay. See, this is natural light. The front window is open, but then this is the shadow of the computer I'm using to broadcast. I feel like I'm in the dark and then I want to sit over here, but then that just looks stupid. Oh, these first world problems, right? So I'm wrapping the exterior yarn right now just to keep it, hopefully prevent it from getting tangled too badly as I work. I have a yarn bowl somewhere. I have no idea where it is at the moment. How's everybody's Friday? You know what today is? Today is Friday. Yes, it's the last day of September. And Hocus Pocus 2 comes out today. I am so excited. Bette Midler, you are an idol of mine. Should you ever come across this video, please know I just adore you. Pure and simple. Platonically, of course. But yes, big fan of all that you do. I'm about to put my hair back. I am getting a haircut in October. And I scheduled an appointment and I can't wait because I think the last time I got a haircut, I think they just kind of hacked at it. They fixed what I wanted fixed. Like it was just butchered, and I need a shower. That's why it looks atrocious. So forgive me, but you know what? It's Friday. It's Focus Friday at work, so I don't have any meetings and I will hopefully not be disturbed as I work today. I got a lot accomplished yesterday though, so that it was helpful to have that reading because the act of doing that reading, like the act of pulling cards and interpreting them, that sort of helps me settle I've learned it's sort of helped me to settle the distractible part of my brain. Does that make sense? You know? So the act of doing that helps me to get it out of my system more or less. Now, let's see. You want to see what I'm doing here? But first, coffee. How do you take your coffee? I take mine with just milk. When I my kids were babies, and I would take my oldest daughter to preschool. I would stop on the way home, and we would go to Tim Hortons, a local coffee shop here, and we'd go to Tim Hortons, and I'd get the kids. I have twins, and the younger ones are twins, and they would get Timbits, which are donut holes, and I'd get Timbits and my coffee, which back then was a large double. And I stopped drinking double doubles after I learned that there was 14 grams of fat in a double-double, in a large double-double from Tim Hortons. And I would get those daily. And I was like, why am I gaining weight? And blah. And it was just a realization. So now I just drink it with milk. I haven't had sugar in my coffee on purpose for, how old are my kids? 14, probably 12 years. I mean, I don't not have sugar. I just don't have sugar in my coffee. So I'm just trying to do something. I'm sorry. Nope, not that. This one. There we go. Okay. So I use this little Adirondack chair. This was my mom's. I don't know where she got it from. I think my sister got it for her or something in a gift shop when she was on, I don't know where. But it's a perfect size for a phone stand, my mom discovered. And when she would talk to us, she would put it there. So I use that as my little phone stand. And sometimes, where's my Bernie? I made Bernie. You see him? I made the Bernie from the inauguration. And my little Bernie sits in this chair. It's the perfect size for him. But I can't find this size chair anywhere else. Like, if you know where I can get a chair this size, like here it is holding my phone. So it's not huge, but it's not dollhouse size. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, this is going to be a weird angle, but it's so you can watch the crochet happening. But yeah, I have no idea where to start looking for more of those little Adirondack chairs in this size. Like, do I even have I don't think I have a ruler in my desk to measure it right now, and I don't feel like looking that hard, to be honest. To be fair. All right. What did I do here? 2. So this pattern I'm doing, I don't remember what it's called. I learned from started on YouTube, just watching tutorial videos for crochet. When I started this at the beginning, I started teaching myself how to crochet at the beginning of quarantine. I think I mentioned that yesterday. But this pattern is from some other YouTube tutorial. It was it works up fast, I guess, but it's pretty. Like you can see, it's like fan, but then it looks like layered, like shingles almost, but I don't know, it's very pretty. They look like shells or fans. But there was a point. Learning how to crochet. I found a tutorial from a woman named Sarah Jane, and she does, it's Bella Coco Crochet. I love listening to her speak. Her voice is soothing, but she's also very patient and very thorough when she teaches. So when she does her tutorial videos, and I learned like all the steps I needed to by watching her, very progressive, like level up. And once you get this skill, move on to the next and move on to the next and move on to the next. And there's different terms used in the UK versus the US with crochet, like a double stitch or a single crochet or a double crochet, like the stitches. And she's very thorough explaining what each one is. Like, she's just very good at what she does. So that's where I learned. And here I am. I'm not at the point yet at all where Like I've seen some people can just like not even look at what they're doing and just literally whip up a project, not even looking at what they're doing. Like I can, but only like a stitch at a time. Like as long as I get it started, then I can. I need scissors. Where are my scissors? Do I have scissors? My kids, Jesus, they take my stuff and then they don't bring it back. And then I say, "Where's my stuff?" And they're like, "I have no idea. I put it back." And we didn't put it back because it's not here. All right. This is weird. Why isn't it showing? Is anybody out there watching? Because I'm watching on my phone and it's not coming up that I'm watching. Weird. Well, whatever. I'm still broadcasting at least. That's okay. All right. I'm going to pull these out and then just do this. So now this is where I joined the other piece of this, the new skein of yarn right here. So I have these. So instead of weaving them in, it's going to look too bulky and silly. I'm going to leave them out and only work with the new strand of yarn. But I have 3. I have to do 6. So I'll have to clean that up when I'm done and when I hunt down my scissors from my kids' rooms who don't have them. I'll clean them up and I'll cut the tails. I'll cut those little bits off. So let's see. I just like the way crochet works out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It makes sense to me. It like you have to set up the beginning. If you do something wrong in one row, it's going to screw up the next row. And it's soothing. It's not frustrating. Well, it's a little frustrating if you screw something up and then you try and go back to it. You got to go fix it. You got to frog, like, that's a Sarah Jane term, I think, or a British term, but you got to frog like rows and rows of all that work. And it's just, ugh. Sometimes I can let it go and then it's like, oh, well, it's a one of a kind then. But there's other times where like if you miss a stitch or you do something like you skip one or you add an extra one by accident, it totally messes up the whole look of the pattern. Some it doesn't, but some it does. And it's frustrating when it's an error that totally messes up the whole visual. But there you go. So I decided yesterday I might do these lives daily. I kind of enjoy talking to nobody. I will happily talk to somebody if they join. But if nobody joins, that's all right. I talk to myself anyway during the day, or my dog. Her name's Lucy, and now that I've said her name, she'll probably get up out of her bed and come over here because if I said her name, I must need her because like I've got a steak sitting by for her or something. I'm convinced that's her train of thought. Okay, so this one, for those of you who know how to crochet, this is 6 double crochets. This row is 6 double crochets, and then you skip 3, and then you do a single. And it's all the way across, and it's however many you have to do all the way across to make it as big as you want, but it's like a multiple of 6 or something. And then or a multiple of 3 when you do your first chain. And then the next level is going to be the one that you attach all these to, and those are just a double crochet in each stitch, each of the previous stitches. but this is 6 double crochets in one, and that's what creates the fan, the shell shape pattern. So there's 2. I love this hook because, let me show you. This hook was from my mom's, I think, from my mom's friend, high school friend, Donna. And when Donna passed away, Donna and my mom, I think, passed away either within a year of each other or in the same year. And her daughter was cleaning out all of her, going through her stuff. Oh, scissors! Yay! My actual crochet scissors. I can trim that. But Donna, her daughter, was going through all of her crochet stuff, and she found, can you see this little orange Tupperware container was filled with like knitting needles and crochet needles and sewing stuff. I don't knit yet, and I don't sew very well. Oh, hi, Macabre. Oh, my pleasure. Sarah Jane is wonderful. And it's, look up Bella Coco Crochet on YouTube. Absolutely. She's phenomenal. But here's the standard. I'm excited. Thank you for joining. Like the standard length of a hook. Remind me, Macabre, am I saying it wrong? I'm sorry. Remind me to tell you about the Crochet Society when I'm done here. But so here's the hook I'm using right now. Like the thickness makes the size of the stitch. Don't worry about that. But the length is what I'm talking about. Here's a standard length crochet hook. Look how much longer this one is. I saw this in that box and I was like, this is what I wanted. Because normally when I'm working it up, like I'll work it and then like my finger gets fatigued or like it rubs on the back of my hand here. You know what I mean? Like it. And this is just, it's a longer one and it's just, it's quickly becoming my favorite. And I think, I'm not sure what size hook this is. Hang on, let me pull this out. I think, and I'm learning how to use this. This was another tool that was in the box from my mom's friend. I think you put the, I haven't found this tutorial yet. This is all me just learning on the fly, trying to figure out how it all works. So see how it's like, oh shoot. How it's all measured. Like there's little holes and numbers there and letters on the bottom. So I think like you put the head of the needle or the head of the hook through. And if the last one, which it doesn't go, so this one goes all the way through, it's a 10.5. So this is a 10. This size hook is a 10, and they're usually labeled. And this says, Jesus, Gem J, made in the USA. So this is a size J hook. So here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but like, can you see that? It says Gem J right here, made in USA, right? So then when you look here, I, J, and K, it goes through K, so it's not that. So this is a J, a size J needle or a size 10. I don't know the differentiation, why some measure with numbers and why some measure with letters, but it's usually millimeters. Like this is Crochet Society. This is a bespoke hook, but it's 3.5 millimeters, which if we look, I don't know, these don't make any sense. This is a F. It goes through number 5 F. So maybe it's not millimeter. I don't know. If anybody knows, put it in the comments. But you just look at once you get going with it, like a standard one I used to start was this 4 millimeter hook. and you can see the difference in the width. But this part right here, this neck of the hook, this is what gauges the size of the stitches, like how bulky it's going to be or how fine. I mean, I have hooks here that they came in a set when I ordered my first set. And some of them are so fine, like so small, and I don't have them here. They're still in the package, in the little case they came in. But some of them are so small, like, you know how like in Victorian times or Elizabethan times even, like they would crochet entire dresses. Like that's what the ladies did when they had their social hour. They would like needlepoint and crochet and like create like the lace. Lace making is one thing, but they would create the just detail, like with these fine little, the size of them like this is gigundous compared to what they would use to make the fine detail on these garments. But the finished product is absolutely breathtaking. So I'm not sure if Macabrie is here anymore, but the Crochet Society is a subscription box through Bella Coco Crochet. And I subscribed for, I think I did a 6-month subscription when I first found it. And it was fun. It was cute. It was like, they have little project books and then you get supplies for one of the projects in the book, but it's like the supplies you get, you could pick. Like it's supplies that cover at least enough supplies for one full project that's in the book, but you can pick which one you want to do with the supplies they give you. So one time I made a beanie and my daughter loved it. And so she kept that. And then it's like, it's patterns that you can keep the pattern book. And then there's little gadgets and tools like stitch markers or little containers, like stuff to help you with, like they're all crochet related, to help you stay organized and to help you like in the projects. I'm looking over here. I've got the stack, those totes I have. I'm just trying to remember what's in them, but I'm looking right now at, they're like little containers. So you can keep stitch markers in one and like your finishing needles to sew in your loose ends when you're done with a project. Or, you know, whatever, eyes, like if you make plastic eyes, like eyeball things on dolls or something. Like, or I mean, whatever, they're not specific to what you put in them, but it's like little trinkets. And there was one that was a cute mug. And there's themes to each bin, like summer, fall, and like one was bumblebee summertime themed. Like it's super cute. And they have an advent calendar with the Crochet Society. They have an advent calendar, but it's only available in the UK. And I so wish it was available here because I would have completely purchased it. And I haven't checked in a while. It may be now, but last year when she first came out with them, they weren't available. So they weren't available in the US, but it's still fun. I mean, and she knows that there was a lot of, I don't want to say demand. Demand's not the right word. This category of subscribers is not demanding, but it would have, from what I was hearing with how many people were wishing it was available in the US, it would have been worth a while to ship it. But I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah. So, you know what? I was just thinking I should link Bella Coco Crochet on my website under friends and resources. I should. That would be cool. Because, like I said in one of my other videos, when I crochet, I can zone out. It occupies a part of my brain that kind of numbs the logical side that allows me to like meditate almost. I mean, if I were to turn on that shamanic drum journey music right now, I would be lost in space, I think, and it would be fantastic. Like I would just sit here, listen to that shamanic drum journey that just touches my soul, probably quite literally. Probably quite literally. But it just pierces right through to my core in such a good way. I've never felt like, I don't even know, like not, it instantly calms me and sent me into a meditative state that was so relaxing and benevolent. Like, yeah. So between that and crochet, God only knows what I would come up with if I came out of that. Out of that deep of trance, if I was able to crochet during that. I don't know. But yeah, one or the other. It's so now I'm sitting here thinking, here's how my brain works. I'm like, Hocus Pocus 2 came out tonight. My kids are teenagers, but they want to watch it. And we can do a family movie night tonight like we used to when they were little. And we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 popcorn movie nights, and I would make popcorn and we'd turn on a movie, and the kids would bring down all their, blankets and pillows, and then turn off all the lights in the house, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we would watch a movie. So now I kind of want to do that again. Maybe we'll build a fire tonight. It was 37 degrees when we woke up this morning, so we could build a fire tonight. But then I'm thinking, well, what can I make for dinner that A, isn't boring, B, everyone will eat, and C, isn't going to like I'm willing to make a mess in the kitchen, but I don't want to have to clean up like a huge mess with like a multi-step meal. I'm all about simple meals that look like you've kind of slaved all day in the kitchen. I hate that wording, but like you've been working all day in the kitchen to put it all together, but it really wasn't hard at all. And that's where my crock pot comes in, but I'm getting really, my ideas for crock pot meals are stale. I need some fresh ones. So if you have any fresh, fun ideas, hold on. Hey, you're joining me on my live. I'm live on YouTube right now.
Hey, YouTube, what's up?
How are you?
Want me to hang up?
If not necessarily. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to myself watching myself on the phone.
Hey, sweet. Let me find you.
6. I texted you the link.
I have no idea where my phone is.
Oh, okay.
And I woke up 10 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Oh, it was so dark because of the storm. And
yeah.
It's all gone now.
Yeah, you were just on the end of it. Just like nothing ever happened, right?
Well, we have a huge limb down, and Finn tried to peek.
Did it get really windy?
Gusty.
Yeah.
Just gusts.
Gusts.
What's your name? Santa.
You tell him. Is that Ridley barking?
Yeah. Oh my God, there's only like a second delay. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'll mute myself.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
6 subscribers.
6?
6?
Ooh, thank you for 6. I had 5 when I logged on. Well, that's very
amazing.
exciting.
I like this. Your Friday coffee chat with you.
Yeah, thank you. I wish we could share like have guest appearances
Yeah.
from one YouTube channel to the next.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Erica the Dork Witch. This is my sister, ladies and gents, and everything in between. Everyone.
Right.
What do you say now instead of ladies and gents? What's the appropriate?
I don't know.
Just everyone,
I
you
say
beautiful
nerds.
humans,
Nerds.
nerds.
Mine's capital N nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were talking about crochet this morning, and I'm finishing this blanket. Hopefully, it's been sitting on the shelf behind me for a while, waiting for me to come back to it. But I think I told you about this for the Hazel project.
Oh yeah.
Somebody from high school, her brother and his wife lost their daughter shortly after she was born, or she was still born or something. So every year, her birthday's in October, and every year they donate baby blankets, to the NICU and in the hospital where she was born in Boston.
Oh wow.
And this person works at the hospital just down the street and lives around me. So I messaged her and I was like, if you're sending a bunch of stuff to your brother, can I make one and bring it over?
Oh, very good. How far away are you from being done?
It's right here. So this is how many rows I've gotten. I kind of want to do a little more, at least as many rows of white as I have blue, and then put a border around it.
Jesus. Sorry, the dogs just bumped their heads.
So, I don't know. I'm just sitting.
Beautiful.
Thank you. If I don't get it done in the time that she's going to send a package, I will just send it on my own or make a bunch throughout the year for next year.
Nice.
4, 5, 6. So,
Very nice.
yeah. All right. It is 9:17. Hang on one second, EBD. Okay. So it is you and I chatting alone. I do have to go to work, but no, it is Focus Friday, but I'm going to log off of my YouTube. Thank you for watching. It's been lovely. Erica says bye. I turn on my mouse so I can maneuver here. I like going live. Maybe I'll go live later. I went live yesterday and got a good reading.
It's a different feel. It's definitely a different feel to it.
I said I talk to myself throughout the day anyway. I might as well broadcast it.
Somebody else is listening. Yeah.
I can pretend like I have one viewer and I'm just watching myself on my phone and my computer. All right. Be a nice human. Have a great weekend, or I'll see you later. Whichever. We'll see. Bye.